Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Right Noises. Let's talk over coffee. Let's meet over coffee. Let's have coffee. We oftenly use these terms in our basic life, but only few of us know enough about this charismatic drink. Let's entourage on the journey which starts from the jungles of Ethiopia to the second largest commodity of the world. It's a series which I'll keep on updating from time to time and solicit your comments for being enthusiastic. What is coffee? Coffee is a tree which grows up to 9 meter. It bears flowers which are white in color and give a resemblance of jasmine. Coffee plants have traditionally grown under canopy of assorted shaded trees. A shade coffee farm can imitate a native forest, which allows many different varieties of birds, plants and insects to thrive in its lush growth. Increased demand from customers in the coffee market has motivated farmers to utilize the sun growing method, where they are able to vastly increase their output of coffee. While this may sound good, but we have compromised on the ecology and end up using higher quantity of chemicals to prevent from pests and diseases. Coffee plant is pruned to be maintained as a shrub. Fruits of the coffee plants are known as coffee cherries. They are normally reddish and yellowish in color. They taste like mango, having jasmine aroma and other berry-like notes. They are also as sweet as honey. Seeds of the coffee fruits are referred as beans, commercially termed as green coffee beans. Are coffee beans really green? The answer is big no. Normally, Arabica is having grayish blue color and Robusta is brownish to yellowish in color. What are the types of coffee? People will normally answer this as espresso, filter, instant, etc. But it actually is Arabica and Robusta. How does it matter to anyone whether it is Arabica or Robusta? To answer this, let's have a look on the attributes of both kinds of coffee. Arabica is generally higher in value and Robusta is very cheap. 70% of the world's coffee is Arabica, while Robusta accounts for 30% of the production. The caffeine content in Arabica is 0.8 to 1.4%, while it is 1.7 to 4% in Robusta. Temperature required for the growth of the plant for Arabica is 15 to 24 degree, while for Robusta it is 20 to 30 degree, which means the Arabican coffee grows at higher altitude and Robusta can survive at a lower altitude. The sugar content of Arabica is 8%, while in Robusta it is 5%, which give it a sweet flavor. The essential oil in Robusta is 18% in comparison to 8% of Robusta. The plant yield of Arabica is low in comparison to Robusta and the growth rate is also slower. The cup of Arabica is balanced, is having citric notes and the flavors are sweet and sharp, while for Robusta the taste is astringent and bitter flavors. Arabica is used for all types of coffees, while Robusta is being used as a blend to Arabica, normally for instant coffee. Most commercial brands blends Arabica and Robusta beans as a way to cut their cost. A steaming cup of coffee is the first thing millions of people reach for every morning. But why so? There are multitude of reasons these people do so on daily basis. People simply love the taste of coffee. There are millions of people who simply love the taste of coffee. This taste is different for every coffee drinker because of the vast variety of coffee flavors, roast and varieties available on the market. Some people like a deep dark coffee flavor, while other people like a lighter roast that is smooth and mellow. Some people say it helps them to calm down. Another main reason why people used to drink coffee is caffeine. Caffeine is addictive. Caffeine in coffee helps to get people blood moving and makes them feel energized. Level of caffeine peaks in blood within about 15 to 45 minutes of consumption. Another interesting fact about caffeine is it has a half-life of about 5 hours, which means if you are consuming 40 milligrams of caffeine, that means you are having 20 milligrams remaining in your system after 5 hours. Coffee is a social drink. Coffee has become a very social drink similar in popularity to alcohol. Morning at local coffee shops are the place to hang out with friends or meet to discuss business. People tend to drink coffee at these gatherings whether or not they like it, which eventually helps them to develop a taste for it, and then it becomes addictive. Coffee has a long history, which makes it associated with lot of amazing facts. The word coffee comes from the Arabic word kawa. It refers to a type of wine. Then later it became to kahve in Turkish, then coffee in Dutch, and later coffee in English. It is also called as cafe in Spanish. Do you know coffee is the second most traded commodity on earth after oil? Yes, it is not a typo. Coffee is consumed in greater quantities, making it the most beloved beverage after water. Its worth is more than 100 billion worldwide. Brazil is the largest producer of coffee in the world. It produces about one third of the world production, followed by Vietnam and Colombia. Finland is the world's most caffeinated country. The per capita consumption in Finland is around 27.5 pounds per year, which is followed by Sweden, Switzerland, Germany and France. Finland is having a unique system called Sänsi Kapi, which means that in many places when you buy a cup of coffee you can have a second fill free. There is an interesting word which is associated with cafe is pro-caffeinating, which means the tendency not to start anything until you have had a cup of coffee. Do you know, before the spread of coffee, the favorite breakfast drink was beer? If you want your coffee to stay warm for a longer period, you can add cream, which will make the coffee to stay warm for about 20% longer period. Have you ever heard of poop coffee? Yes, it is a coffee which is prepared from the poop of elephant and cats. Elephant from Thailand and cats from Indonesia likes coffee cherries. They will eat it, and when they are pooping, the fermented cherry beans will come along with their poop, which are being collected, cleaned and then is served as a coffee. And the prices of these coffees are very high. They are sold up to $1,000 per kg. These are some of the amazing facts which are associated with coffee. If you want to know more, you can stay tuned with my videos where I will keep on updating more. But before winding up, I have a few questions for you. Do you know the coffee was being discovered by goats? Do you know which country produces best quality coffee? Who brought the coffee to India? If you want to know these answers, stay tuned for my next video, and please keep on commenting and liking my videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Hasta luego.